Some minds, they aren't built on straight lines. They're more like constellations, these intricate, beautiful networks of thought that just glow in the dark. And today, we're going to explore why that very thing might just be your greatest strength. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever had that feeling, that quiet little suspicion that the way your brain works, the way you connect the dots, is just kind of different from everyone else's? Well, what if I told you that feeling is completely right? It's not a bug, it's a feature. For so many of us, this difference can feel like a constant struggle, right? Like you're an outsider looking in on a world that seems to value a very, very specific way of thinking. I'm sure you've heard the questions, and maybe they mean well, but they just don't see the whole picture. They see the messy desk, but not the laser-focused digital system hiding in plain sight. They hear you jumping between topics, but they don't see those invisible threads that you're weaving between every single idea. But here's a thought. What if these things, these so-called quirks, aren't actually signs of chaos at all? What if they're echoes of a mind that's way more complex and maybe even more powerful? See, this isn't about something being broken and needing to be fixed. Not at all. It's about finally recognizing that you're working from a completely different blueprint, a totally unique design. There's actually a term for this. It's called cognitive architecture. It's basically the blueprint of your mind, right? It's how your brain is uniquely structured to process information. And for highly intelligent minds, that architecture, it just prioritizes different things. It's less interested in surface-level tidiness and way more invested in the deep underlying connections. And this is where we really have to shift our thinking. What society might call a quirk isn't just a random habit. It's actually a marker, a signpost pointing to a mind that's built for higher-level thinking. Yeah, they can be frustrating sometimes, for sure, but they're really just the side effects of operating on a totally different wavelength. Okay, so what does this actually look like day to day? Let's dive into a couple of these so-called habits and see how they're really powerful markers of this different way of thinking. All right, first up, selective organization. To the outside world, this can look like pure chaos, right? A creatively messy desk, maybe piles of books everywhere, but beneath that surface, there's an incredible deep structure. The workflow is perfectly prioritized, the digital file system is a thing of beauty, it's a hidden perfect order. And this just gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Your mind isn't disorganized at all. It's just hyper-organized, but on a different level. A level that most people can't even see. It's focused on the big picture, the ideas, not just where the paperclips go. And then there's this one, associative integration. You know what this is. It's that ability to connect ideas that seem totally unrelated. You'll be in a conversation and suddenly pull together a memory from years ago, a random line from a movie, and some scientific concept, all to make one perfect new point. Yeah, to other people, it might look like you're jumping all over the place. But it's not random. Not even close. It's the spark. It's how you see the patterns nobody else does. It's literally the engine behind every breakthrough idea. Look, getting this, it's not just some cool intellectual thing. It's about seeing yourself in a whole new light. It's about giving yourself permission to just be the way you are, to realize your mind isn't something that needs to be fixed. It's a superpower. So if you take away one thing from all this, let it be this. Those quirks, they are not your flaws. They are your features. They are proof that your mind is built to see the world in a way that most people simply can't. So the most important thing is just embrace it. Embrace the way you think. Stop trying to fit into a mold that was never designed for you. Your mind is a beautiful, complex thing. Let it be. And I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. That one strange habit you have. The one you've always felt a little self-conscious about. What if that's not a weakness at all? What if it's your greatest undiscovered strength?